Welcome to Unit 2, 2.1, Steps to Solving a Multi-Step Equation, Guided Notes. Follow along, ask good questions, learn something, glue it into your notebook. Alright, so steps to solving a multi-step equation. Step 1, distribute if necessary. Distribute if necessary. How do you know if it's necessary? If it is in parentheses. Thus, I put it in parentheses, right? How do you know if it's necessary? It has parentheses. You probably have to distribute. Step 2, combine like terms. And step 3, of course, solve. And remember what I said, if it has a variable in the equation, you're probably going to have a variable in the answer 99% of the time. If there's a variable in the equation, there will be a variable in the answer. It's required. Alright, so let's look at number 1. Alright, so no parentheses, so I don't have to distribute. There are some like terms I can combine. 9x minus 7x and positive 1 minus 5. So I haven't done anything yet. I've rearranged them so that like terms are next to each other so you can see them. Alright, you could skip this step and just do it in your head. Right, 9x minus 7x is 2x. 5, positive 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Now you just have a two-step equation. Get rid of the constant first, then get rid of the multiplication or division, right? So negative 4, we're going to add 4 to both sides. Watch your signs. 2x minus 16. Divide both sides by 2, x equals negative 8. 99% of the time, there's a variable here, there will be a variable here. It's required, it's part of the answer. You are telling me what x is equal to. If you don't put x is equal to something, you're officially not answering the question. Alright, this time there is parentheses, so we're probably going to have to distribute first. Distribute means to share. You're going to distribute by multiplication, right? So 91 equals negative 7 times 3a is negative 21a. And then you're going to distribute to the other term in the parenthesis. If there are 5 terms in the parenthesis, you distribute that 7 5 times. Negative 7 times negative 1 is positive 7. Get rid of the constant first. So 97, 64, no, 84, right? 84 equals negative 21a. Divide both sides by negative 21. A equals 4. 84 divided by 21 is 4, because 21 times 4 is 84. 4, right? And it's going to be negative. So a equals negative 4. Technically, this is the right answer as well, but I prefer the variable to be on the left. Most people prefer the variable to be on the left, because it's telling us what variable we were trying to find the value for, and it's telling us the value, right? Alright, so this one does have parentheses, so we're going to distribute. Bring down your 4m. Negative 5 times 3m is negative 15m. Negative 5 times 10 is negative 50. 126. Any like terms we can combine? Yes. 4 minus 15 is negative 11m minus 50 equals 126. Get rid of the constant first. You're left with negative 11m equals 70. Right? 76? 1276. Divide by negative 11. M is equal to, I don't think that can be divided. If it was 77, you could simplify it. But it's not, it's 76. I think that's the answer. Right? Negative 76 over 11. Remember, when it comes to a fraction, that negative sign can float. It doesn't matter which value it goes with. It floats in the middle. Ooh, 2 parentheses. Alright, so we're going to distribute twice. So let's distribute negative 3 times k, negative 3k. Negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24. Negative k, alright, because there's an invisible 1 there. Negative 1 times k is negative 1k. Negative 1 times positive 5 is negative 5. Right? And then look for like terms. And this helps, this is why it helps to put the invisible 1. Because now when you look at this, negative 3k minus 1k, you know that you're actually going to combine them and it's going to stay negative. 24 minus 5, two-step equation. Get rid of the constant first. And then use inverse property to get rid of whatever is keeping the variable from being by itself. So k is equal to negative 1. If any number over itself is 1. We're going to have to distribute. Alright, so 20 equals 10x minus 12x minus 30. Looking for like terms. 10x minus 12x, so we have 20 equals negative 2x minus 30. You can flip this around. Remember, symmetric property says if the left side is equal to the right side, then you can flip them around. I work better when the variable's on the left, so I'm literally going to move everything, right? I'm just going to flip it, right? So it's going to be negative 2x minus 30 equals 20. If you don't want to flip it, don't flip it. But it helps my brain to have the variable on the left. It helps it to look like this so my brain knows the steps. Get rid of the constant. Negative 2x equals 50. Divide by negative 2. X equals negative 25. You could have left it. Let's leave it. 20 equals 10x minus 12x minus 30. 20 equals negative 2x minus 30. You would have ended up with the same exact answer. It's just a preference. Most people prefer the variable on the left. That's all. Alright, hopefully you learned a little something. Glue it in, get your practice sheet, and get to work.